A pleasant day to you, my dear friends. Today we will try to shed light on the messages we have been receiving on our Facebook page. Some of you were curious about the recently held Synod of Bishops in Rome and its results, while others would like to know something about the Consistory and the process involved in the making of a cardinal. So I invite you to join me for the next few minutes. Together, let us refresh our understanding of these interesting topics. Composed of bishops from all over the world, the Synod of Bishops is a council summoned by the Pope to help him study and respond to a pressing pastoral reality. On the other hand, the Consistory is a formal gathering of cardinals. It is called and presided over by the Pope to provide him advice on matters of faith and the governance of the Church. The Synod of Bishops, established by Pope Paul VI in 1965, usually meets every 3 years. The regular meeting is called an Ordinary General Assembly. I was invited to attend a special assembly of the Synod for the bishops of Asia when I was a priest. You might be wondering why the Synod was established. According to the Motu Proprio Apostolica Solicitudo, released in September 1965, it is meant to foster the unity and cooperation of bishops around the world with the Holy See. And this is done in the form of a common study concerning the conditions of the Church and a joint solution on matters concerning her mission. The Synod of Bishops in 2008 dwelt on the theme, The Word of God in the Life and the Mission of the Church. For this year, my brother bishops, Archbishop Villegas of Lingayen Dagupan, Archbishop Palma of Cebu, and Bishop Valles of Davao and I joined around 263 bishops from different parts of the world in a series of common study on the theme, The New Evangelization for the Transmission of the Christian Faith. One of my tasks as a Synod Father was to help gather the ideas in a synthesis called the Message to the People of God. The Synod Fathers encouraged all the baptized to become evangelizers or missionaries of the Word of God. The call to conversion, creativity, humility, and courageous faith also rang loudly. At the end of the Synod, the Assembly presented to the Pope a set of propositions that he could study further. With that, we await the post-synodal exhortation that the Holy Father will write by way of sharing with the whole Church the fruit of the Synod. Last October the 24th, the Pope called for a consistory on November 24th, which happened to be yesterday. He announced that in the consistory, 6 new cardinals would be created. Patriarch Bechara Rai of Antioch and all the East, the Major Archbishop Baselios Clemis Totungkal of Trivandrum, India, Archbishop John Olorumfemi Onayekan of Abuja, Nigeria, Archbishop Ruben Salazar Gomez of Bogota, Colombia, Archbishop James Harvey, the prefect of the papal household, and yours truly from Manila. You might ask, what is a cardinal? What does a cardinal do? A cardinal is a senior ecclesiastical officer of the Church. Aside from their duties in their respective dioceses and in the Roman Curia, they become the Pope's closest advisors. The cardinals are collectively called the College of Cardinals, who gather and meet at a consistory, which, as we said earlier, tackles matters of faith and the governance of the Church with the Pope. However, in rare occasions like the demise or resignation of the Pope, they become caretakers of the Church and gather for a conclave to elect his successor. Now, some of you asked, what does the color red or scarlet in a cardinal's vestment symbolize? We can trace this tradition formally back to Pope Innocent IV, when he first bestowed the so-called galero, or red hat, to cardinals in 1245. That collar reminds the cardinals that they must willingly give themselves for the Church, even to the point of shedding their blood. At a cardinal's installation or elevation to the college, he is given a scarlet zucchetto, or skull cap, and a scarlet beretta, or a four-cornered silk hat. The Pope himself places these on the head of the new cardinal. An ecclesiastical ring is also given that symbolizes dignity, pastoral zeal, and communion with the Holy See. Friends, these are only a few of our rich traditions as Catholics. We hope that you continue joining us here as we refresh our knowledge and understanding of our faith and of the Church. With that, allow me to express my gratitude to all of you who flooded our page over Facebook with your messages of encouragement, love, and support. As I thank you for your love and support, I pray for you and your loved ones. I hope you continue to pray also for us, your pastors, that we may be always faithful to our vocation of serving the Lord and His holy Church. In this day and age, social networking has become a very convenient mode of communication among people. With just a click and the power of the internet, you are able to reach your loved ones wherever they are. On the other hand, it is saddening and alarming to know that there are some people who take advantage of the reach and availability of social networking sites, spreading scandals and false information about a certain entity or personality, engaging in fraud and scams, and at times pretending to be someone else. Recently, I have been getting reports that there are fan pages and personal accounts under my name and are circulating over Facebook. To set the record straight, I have no personal Facebook account. Rather, I have only one Facebook page, and it is being maintained by Jesuit Communications. I seek your help in reporting fraudulent pages and accounts, not only those concerned with myself, but also with other people and entities. Let us keep the social networking world a good communication venue by being truthful.